happening, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a good day. Not so good for me. I've got a headache with a swollen eye that's dripping. Not nice. I think it's a flu or something. Or maybe it's some sort of a incurable disease. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. Apple. I'm not talking about Apple. Why am I talking about Apple? YouTube said that most of you guys are not subscribed yet. Please find it in your time and at your peace to subscribe so we can make this channel bigger. Okay. I don't understand why, AI-oriented channels are making big numbers than us. Doesn't make sense. This is a real human being. I mean, come on. Okay. Great. If you're not subscribed, please do so. We really appreciate it. We are at the DRC. This is DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is the country of Kofi Olomide, Fally Ipupa, Ferregola, Wenge Muzika. That's the country where Muhammad Ali and George Foreman had a big fight, rumble in the jungle. Rich country. Crazy rich. But the DRC has accused Apple, the company, of using its mineral from illegal mines to build their cell phones. So if you have a cell phone, functioning cell phone, you should be thinking about the Democratic Republic of Congo, because that's where they get most components of your phone, some of the most important components of your phone. And this is a country that's torn by wars, rebellions, armed groups, and some of the worst things you can possibly think about. The Congolese state accuses the Apple Group of using illegally exploited minerals on its products, which comes from Congolese mines, in which many human rights are violated. So in these mines, some of the times they use children to go and mine, okay? Kids that have no money, no situation to go into the holes looking for these minerals. They use women. Sometimes people are, okay? Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. And according to the lawyers mandated by Democratic Republic of Congo, these minerals will then be transported out of the DRC, where they will be laundered. It appears from the file submitted by DRC that the Apple company uses strategic minerals purchased in neighboring countries, asserts the lawyers mandated to draft a formal notice and summon before the initiation of legal proceedings. Basically, the Democratic Republic of Congo has spoke out through its lawyers that Apple Group, yes, I don't have Apple anymore, your Apple cell phone is mining illegal minerals from the country. Okay, what does Apple need? Some of the components are what you need for batteries. Some of the components are what you need for actually electric cars. They are mined in the Congo. DRC is the Congo. And if you don't have the Congo, you most likely won't have Apple device, because DRC has more than 75% of whatever you need for electric cars, for cell phones, for, plenty of things, technology today. And that's one of the main reasons why the country is at. So this is the DRC. Beautiful place. Lovely people. Back in time, in the 1800, the King of Belgium, Leopold II, came into the DRC. That was when the world was creating cars. When cars first came into commercialization, they needed tires for cars, and the tires were made out of rubber. Now, where do you get rubber? You have to go to the DRC. So this man from Belgium made this big country his own space. He called it his own land. Yes, he used the local people in the city, the local people in the country to go into the forest by force and mine rubber. For his industry, he needed rubber to sell to Americans so Americans can make cars and make tires with the rubber. For many, many years, many people were finished. We're not going to show you all the B-rolls because we're getting sanctioned for things like this, showing you the truth. But many people, they say half of the people were by this king. And have you ever heard of this person? You most likely have never heard of him. You certainly heard of the guy from Germany who's Finnish people. You know who he is. But you've never heard of this guy who's finished half a country within a very short time, 10 years, millions of people. The country went through many, many difficulties. After that, the country was given to the Belgian government. It became a protectorate, became a colony of the Belgians. They were beaten up so bad until the 1960s, where they got independence. Then they had a president named Mobutu. Mobutu was a dictator. Initially, he was nice. He was trying to make things good. But as time went on, he was celebrated. He was praised. Some people made him believe he was God. And he became crazy. And he became a real dictator. the country went to the waste. There was no jobs, no opportunities, people living in complicated situations, no hospitals, no roads. It was insane. Family members, tribe members, all that stuff, acquaintances, cousins, enriched themselves through the president, while the rest of the people were suffering every single day. And the country has continued that way until in 1996, where another person named Kabila came into power with the help of other people to try to throw over the president and change the situation. And since then, it was just wars and wars and wars because some people are not agreeing. We need this. Yeah, it's just been crazy. I'm going to give you details later on. The bottom line is this one. The country is literally divided into two parts. The west part, where are no minerals, is a peaceful place. And the east part, where there's all the minerals, the gold, the diamonds, the cobalt, everything you can think about. That's where all the robbers, all the wars, all the guerrillas, all the rebellions are happening. Now, the question is very simple. Why are there rebellions in such a beautiful and rich place? Because big people wants to loot without having to come officially and buy from the government. So it's very simple. If you have to come to the government, you have to pay tax. You have to pay big prices. But you can do it in another way. You can sponsor some criminals to do bad things on one side of the country. Then you can go and mine at a very reduced price. That's exactly what some of the biggest companies in the world have done and are doing right now, with the complicity of some of the biggest countries in the world. You know which we're talking about. Now, DRC has laid a complaint officially. They've accused Apple of doing what is illegal. Buying stuff from the blockchain, buying stuff that are laundered in neighboring countries, buying stuff that are illegal, that shouldn't be sold to them, buying stuff to build their cell phone, build their companies, and acting that they don't know what's happening. And this is just the first layer. The second grade, the second level will be the judicial, the legal part. DRC also has one of the biggest dams in the world, biggest electric dams. Why? Because they have one of the biggest rivers in the world called the Congo River. This Congo River is so big, they can produce through hydroelectricity enough electricity to feed the whole of Africa. Yes. So the whole of Africa can get electricity from the DRC. But the DRC want to do these projects by themselves because the Europeans and other people want to be part of the project. They understand how powerful the country will be if they ever had to achieve this project by themselves. They're going to make a lot of money. They're going to be one of the richest countries in the world in terms of physical and practical and household. So what you do, don't let these Africans do good. Don't allow them to prosper because then they won't need us. You need them to constantly need us so we can be relevant. How do you get them to stay poor? Create wars, create issues, create mayhem within themselves. So perpetuate that so you can loot and steal and finance one group, be friend with one group, and make sure you can loot and steal and take all the stuff freely from that stuff, provided you're giving them some piece of papers that they call money. That's the situation, fellas. And we hope peace come back to this country. Lovely people. They love music. They're very happy. They naturally don't like mayhem. And hopefully this goes further. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure to talk to you. God bless.